What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma if you're new here, and I'd love to talk about all things Peloton cycling and fitness. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I post every single Sunday, and this week's video, I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but I think it will be a lot of fun. I thought of this idea a little while back, and it's like followers choose my workouts. So if you follow my Instagram, Emma_cycle, you probably already saw this past week, but I put together a bunch of polls for you guys to take to determine what I do to work out. I have a pretty regimented workout schedule when I'm not crowdsourcing it. So I typically do 3 days of strength, usually 2 leg days and 1 arm day, or vice versa. And then 5 days of riding. I usually do 30-minute rides when I'm doing strength, and then an hour rides on the 2 days that I don't do strength. And then this is only going to be Monday through Friday. On the weekends, recently, I've been doing like random workouts one day, like I'll go for a run or I'll do something that's non-Peloton workout. This past weekend, did 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, and man, that was a workout. And then I also take a rest day. So I've been doing non-Peloton workouts on the weekend, and I actually really like it because I feel like it keeps it a little more fun, a little more fresh for the weekdays. But this is gonna be all up to you guys. Today is definitely going to be the most like tame because I put up some polls kind of late yesterday for what to do today. So I let you guys pick if I wanted to do an arm day, leg day, or full body day. And you guys voted full body, and I haven't done full body in a very, very long time. So that will be fun. There's a nice little 10-minute body weight workout in there, which I know is going to be killer. And then after that, I put 4 rides that I've been wanting to take. And there was some competition. At first, the Power Zone ride was really leading. And then the Sweat Steady ride had like no votes. And I was like, all right, I guess nobody likes Sweat Steady rides. But then Cody Rigsby really pulled through at the end. All the Cody fangirls, got him. And I think that that will be a fun class. So that's kind of what's on the agenda today. But then I also asked if there was like anything else you specifically wanted me to try this week. And a lot of you guys gave your ideas, which is great. I'm very happy for all the interaction. Thank you. It definitely makes it a lot more fun for like you and me because I have a ton of ideas, and now I can make like more polls based on what you guys said you wanted to see and continue the week. But today will be a nice, fun, semi-normal day before really the craziness starts. So I'm going to be doing the full body stack from March 23rd. It's a 10-minute core strength class by Ben Aldis from June 22nd, 2021, followed by a 10-minute body weight strength class by Rad Lopez from January 16th, 2022, followed by a 20-minute full body strength class by Ben Aldis from January 11th, 2022. So a nice stack, pretty Ben heavy. He's actually not my favorite for strength, but still no complaints. Ben's my dude. And then I'm going to be hopping on the bike for a 30-minute pop ride by Cody Rigsby from February 15th, 2022. And I believe this is his Valentine's Day ride. So I think it should be funny. I think I've seen clips from it, unless I'm totally wrong and this is not his Valentine's Day ride, but we'll see. And I was feeling a little crazy today. So then I did a 5-minute cool down ride by Camila Ramon. It is in Spanish, but it's only 5 minutes. And I do love Camila, and I'm kind of curious to see, can I understand her Spanish at all? The answer is probably going to be no, but we'll give it a shot. It's only 5 minutes. And then a 5-minute post-ride stretch by Leanne Hainsby from December 27th, 2021. I've been taking this same post-ride stretch for like a month straight. And you know what? I like it. It gets the job done. Leanne is cool. The music is good. We do some good stretches and then we're out of there. So that is the workout for today. And I'm excited. I think that it's a little bit different. Definitely even deciding what I'm going to do the day of. Like this morning I woke up, checked the polls, and put together my workout is like very not normal for me. I always have it picked out like at least the night before, maybe even like the night before the night before. So, we're all doing some things out of our comfort zone this week, but I think that it will be a lot of fun. So let's just get right on into this first followers chosen workout. That workout actually really surprised me because I liked what I thought I wasn't going to like as much, and then I didn't like what I thought I was going to like. So starting out with the hardcore stack, then all this core, it was good. I mean, I just never am like, yeah, this was an amazing core class because I do hate core. But you know, we got through it. It wasn't the worst. It felt like we used our time wisely. Sometimes I feel like we don't in core classes. So that was nice at least. Then the 10-minute bodyweight strength class by Rod was absolutely killer. There was like no recovery. And yeah, we really got those body weight workouts in. My heart rate was very, very elevated. On a side note, I do feel like I am getting stronger. And one of the biggest things that I can tell is I can now do like probably 50% of the time push-ups without using my knees. And when I started hardcore on the floor, like I had to do my knees the entire time because I just couldn't even do like a push-up. It was so hard. So it feels good to get stronger. And I still like modify and go down on my knees, but hopefully one day I'll just keep progressing to the point where I don't have to do that. And yeah, it feels really good to like see that noticeable difference and feel like I'm getting stronger. And then the 20-minute bend all this full body workout was also good. I felt like this entire like stack was kind of light on the arms. There was like an arm segment in Ben's class, but it just felt leg heavy to me. So we did an arm segment. I liked that. I felt like it was very efficient for Ben's class. We stacked 4 moves and did them like 45 seconds each, and then repeated the circuit and did 30 seconds each with like very little rest in between them. And I felt like that was a good workout for arms. And then we did the same thing for legs. And then we like finished with a little bit of core, but like just a small amount, which is nice. I'm not trying to do like tons and tons of core because I already took a 10-minute core class. So overall, I really, really like that stack. And now I'm reconsidering because I feel like I didn't like full body stacks that much. So I stopped doing them. But now I'm like, since I'm trying to do strength 3 times a week, should I do like 1 arm day, 1 leg day, 1 full body day? Because that kind of like makes more sense than what I'm currently doing. But I don't know, we'll see. I'm glad that you guys pushed me to try it today though, because this was a really good stack. I really liked it. And then I jumped on the bike, and I was wrong. That 30-minute pop ride was not Cody's Valentine's Day ride. I don't know why I thought that. And then it was hard. I haven't taken a Cody Rigsby class in a while. I don't think I've taken one since I've been back in Hawaii. Is he rebranding himself as being a harder instructor? Because he gave really wide ranges, but I was almost never at the top of his range. And I felt like I was getting a really good workout. And I used to like always be at the tippy top of his ranges. So I thought that was interesting. He definitely made like some jokes and he was still goofy, but this was definitely more of a work ride than I thought it was going to be. Like we really grinded it out, which, you know, I was a little tired from the full body workout, but I'm always down for a harder ride, challenge myself. It's a good start to the week to really get at it. So thank you for picking that ride. Let me know if Cody Rigsby has gotten harder. I feel like I have heard that either someone commented or DM'd me that, but I didn't really think that he would get that hard, but you know, it was hard. So good ride. And then afterwards, the 5-minute Camila cool down. I can't understand Spanish. I thought that I might be able to follow it a little bit, but man, oh man, maybe like 10% I understood, but it was not bad because they like show you the metrics at the bottom. And I liked the cool down format. It was like higher resistance and lower cadence, and then like you flip flop. And that's my favorite kind of cool down format. So it was still a good cool down. I just didn't understand anything she was saying. And then the 5-minute stretch was all good, and we were done for the day. Overall, I really liked today's workout. Full body was good. The ride was a little harder than expected, but still good. And I feel good. It's a good Monday kickoff, and I'm excited to see what the rest of the week holds for us. It is now Tuesday and the votes are in. So I took a lot of the suggestions that you guys wrote in to create my polls for today. So the first poll was kind of like a strength cardio poll. I'm kind of deviating from what I normally do. And the options were a 30-minute HIIT cardio class by Daniel McKenna, a 20-minute shadow boxing class by Kendall Toole, and a 20-minute full body class by Jermaine Johnson. And y'all voted for the shadow boxing class. I haven't done a dedicated video to Peloton boxing, but I do review a lot of it, like the program, during my Vlogmas content. And essentially, I wasn't the biggest fan. The biggest thing I didn't like about it is that, like, at least the classes in December I took, the first like 5 to 10 minutes of every class, they review all the punches. And it's like, I know the punches, especially because in the program you had to like take basics classes, which were even more boring before you got to shadow boxing. And then they just review everything you need to know anyways. So I wasn't a huge fan of them and kind of haven't taken any since then, but I'm willing to revisit. This is like the top rated boxing class, so hopefully it's good. I'm also going to try holding like 2 to 3 pound weights during it and see if that makes it like a little more challenging, just because I feel kind of dumb like throwing punches and not holding anything. And I don't know if like holding weights would mimic like the weight of a boxing glove, because I don't have boxing gloves. So we'll see. Maybe that's a stupid idea, but I'm willing to try it because I think that could like work on my strength as well as my shadow boxing. I really hope that nobody is at the gym this morning because I do think I look a little dumb doing the shadow boxing, but you know what? I will do it for you guys, and I'm excited to see if anything's changed in like 3 months. I think that they got a lot of feedback that was similar to mine, so hopefully they've taken it to heart. And then afterwards, I put up a bunch of different classes to take that were bike or tread classes. A lot of you guys wanted tread classes. Like, let me know if you want me to make dedicated tread videos. I didn't know that was something that interested my audience just because I make so much bike content, but I do have treadmills in my building. So that's definitely something that I can do in the future. But I gave the choice of a hiking class, a just normal run class, a hiking boot camp, and a bike boot camp. And you guys still voted for the bike boot camp. So I will be taking that today. I feel like I didn't set up the best poll because it was like 3 running options and 1 bike option. So everybody that wanted me on the bike voted for like the 1 bike option, but everybody that wanted to see me on the tread like split between the other 3 options. So I'm going to remember that. I do want to get on the tread this week. The hiking classes do sound very interesting, and a lot of people specifically wrote in like hiking tread classes, which I thought was interesting. My full workout of the day is 20-minute shadow boxing by Kendall Toole from March 11th, 2022. Then I'm going to get on the bike for the 45-minute M&M Bike Bootcamp by Jess Sims from January 31st, 2022. I'm excited because I took the Dennis M&M ride and thought that was like phenomenal. And I really like Jess, so I don't think she's going to let me down. I think it will be a fun boot camp. And then a 5-minute cool down ride by Ben Aldis from February 28th, 2020, my all-time favorite cool down ride. And then the 5-minute post-ride stretch by Leanne Hainsby that I do every single day. So definitely a different workout than what I'm used to. I don't typically do boxing and I don't typically do boot camps, but I think it will be a really fun workout and kind of mix up what I normally do. So let's just get right on into it. So first off, there are so many people in the gym this morning. I go down at 8 a.m. like on the dot pretty much every morning because that's when the gym opens. And usually there's not a lot of people, but today it was crowded, which, you know, was great because I definitely got some odd looks when I was doing my shadow boxing, but I still did it. And I held 2.5 pound weights in like both hands whenever we were throwing punches. And I actually really liked that addition. It felt like I was getting a good arms workout while also like getting a good cardio workout. I will say I think this class is better than like pretty much all the other shadow boxing classes I've taken. It is newer, so I hope they're like taking in the feedback. Kendall did review all the punches again, but very quickly, maybe in the first 2 minutes, and then we were kind of on our way. There were like active recovery segments where you just do like random strength things, and that's always been a thing in shadow boxing. So you do like 4 minutes of shadow boxing where they like tell you what moves to do, and then you do like 1 minute of like plank jacks, and it seems like it doesn't really make sense to me, but I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I think it's kind of weird, but people seem to like it, or I don't know, they keep doing it, so there must be a reason. But besides that, it was good. Like the combinations weren't that hard, but having the weights definitely made it like harder, and like I really had to focus to do the weight part. And the 20 minutes really flew by, which is not true for all 20-minute classes. So I would say I recommend that class if you like want to try out shadow boxing and you think you don't need a lot of instruction on like how to do the moves. This was a pretty good class to kind of get right on into it, and I would take classes like that again. So I guess I just need to look to see like which ones have really short warm up, because that will be like a good sign that we're not reviewing the same thing. And then at the last minute, she was just like freestyle for a minute, and I thought that was hilarious because I can't freestyle boxing. I just was like doing some jabs, like throwing random punches. Like I can't put combinations together, but it was fun. It brought a smile to my face. Overall, very good class. Highly recommend. And then sadly, I went to do the bike boot camp, but there was somebody already on one of the Pelotons, and I've only ridden the one that the girl was on. So I went to the other one, but the other one like needs to be activated by like the apartment building. So that was a mess, but I have a job, so I can't just wait for the person to finish. Like I need to, do my workout in a reasonable time. So I just did the second choice that people voted, which was a 45-minute hiking boot camp full body by Rebecca Kennedy from March 16th, 2022. And I actually really enjoyed it. I would highly recommend hiking or hiking boot camps for people that like the 12-3-30, the 12 incline speed 3 for 30 minutes. Really popular workout. Felt very reminiscent of that. You just did walking at like very, very high incline. The highest incline she gave out was 15%, and the treadmills in the gym go that high, which is nice because I was using treadmills before that didn't go that high. We alternated between walking, hiking, and full body exercises 3 times. The first time was like a leg circuit, the second time was an arm circuit, and the third time was kind of like full body core. So I thought it was a good workout, and I kind of liked it because I didn't like sweat buckets like I usually do, but it was still a like good workout. And yeah, when you're walking, even though you're walking, the incline is so high that like your heart rate is very elevated. So I still felt like I got good cardio in and felt like I got good strength in. I don't know. I get the point of the boot camps, and I do think the time passes by really quickly. Like it didn't feel like a 45-minute class, but I just feel like switching between the walking and then the full body is still like a clunky experience. And on tread, it's even easier because you don't have to like take off shoes. But I just feel like I would rather do them separately still. But I still liked it. I had a good time. It was a good workout, and the time passed by really quickly, which I can't really ask for more than that. That's like the best, when you don't realize that the workout is like already over. And then after that, I just did like 10 minutes of cool down walking on the tread. And that was my total workout for today. So tomorrow I will do the bike boot camp that was rated first today. And then I'll also put up some polls for like what else I should do. But overall, both of these things were definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I enjoyed doing both of them. And it's like nice to deviate. I don't know if I'd want to like deviate like this every single week, but it's definitely been like fun so far to try some new classes and get outside my comfort zone. It is now Wednesday, hump day, and I'm ready to get right on into my workout routine. I will say my back is a little bit sore, and I don't know if it's from holding weights while boxing, because I feel like it's not from the hiking boot camp, but I don't really know. It's not too bad, so I should be able to continue my workouts as scheduled. So I'm just gonna hop right on the bike today and do the 45-minute M&M boot camp by Jess that I wanted to do yesterday. Knock that out of the way. And then I did put up one more poll yesterday saying like what else I should do, because I usually do a little more than 45 minutes of cycling. And the options were 2 20-minute Emma Lovewell rides, 1 pop, 1 hip hop, and then a 30-minute Hannah Frankson Turn It Up ride. And the Hannah Frankson ride one, I think that I've taken like one of these before, but I don't really remember it. Also, it seems like the Turn It Up and Heat It Up rides are like the same, and they just change based off of like nothing, but I don't really know. So we'll see. But is the 30-minute Turn It Up ride from September 17th, 2021. So I'm excited to turn it up. Hopefully it's like a good pretty much ending to my workout, because after that, I'm just gonna do the 5-minute cool down ride by Ben, 5-minute post ride stretch by Leanne, and that is going to be my workout of the day. Definitely more cycling heavy, but I would consider this day to like be a more full-on cardio day. I don't want to do like full strength workouts every single day of the week. So this is a good Wednesday workout, and let's just get right on into it. That M&M boot camp was absolutely amazing, but I also saw death during it. It was so hard, but also just so good. Definitely one of my like top 10 favorite classes I've taken in the past year, easy. Like I haven't taken a class that good in a very long time. And yeah, just brought amazing energy. The music was great. We started out on the bike and it was hard. And then we went to the floor and we only did EMOMs during the strength part. And I actually like EMOMs because it feels like you're working for recovery. Like you get a reward if you go fast. So then I like it. And she called them like EMOMs because of Eminem, which I thought was funny. But we did 12 minutes of EMOMs and that was good, but hard. And like EMOMs keep your heart rate pretty elevated. Then we got back on the bike and we did a super hard section. Like I wasn't hitting like any of the intervals because it was like 80 to 90 cadence and like 60 to 70 resistance. Just not possible. I don't know who can do those kind of intervals. Definitely not me, but I was still having a good time just because the energy was so good. And I feel like that's a true sign that I like the class, because usually if I can't hit intervals, I'm not happy. But this was okay. I was just doing my best. And then we went back on the floor and did EMOMs again. I actually like the bike boot camp more than the tread boot camp, I think, because since you get a minute to change shoes, I just take off my biking shoes and do it in my socks because like I don't have time to change into sneakers. I actually like it because it feels like there's a little more of a recovery section, because that's basically the only recovery you're getting. Like we did not get recovery on the bike, and then like you don't get a lot of recovery in EMOM. So definitely a very hard workout. And honestly, that probably could have just been my whole workout for the day. Like my heart rate was super elevated during it. Felt like I really got a good cardio and strength sesh in, but I figured I would continue and do the heated up ride with Hannah Frankson. And that ride was also really good. I still don't really know like what the theme of heated up is. I think just like good music. So it was rap music, but it was rap music with like really heavy beats, which I like the heavy beats to ride to. So I thought the music was really great. And it definitely felt a little bit harder than like a normal like pop ride, but it wasn't like super hard, and mostly like high resistance compared to high cadence, because I feel like Hannah Frankson always leans more high resistance, which is fine with me. That's what I like. But overall, just like a good ride, definitely not a chill ride. And I was hoping it might have been like a little bit easier after the 45-minute boot camp, but you know, I powered through and did it all. So that was also a really good ride. Highly recommend both rides that I did today. And then just the cool down and stretch was all good. And that was the workout for today. Definitely harder than I thought it was going to be, but it was a good workout. And you know, I'm excited to see where tomorrow takes us. I definitely want to try out more bike boot camps. Every time I take Jess Sims, I'm like, wow, she's amazing. But then I just don't take a lot from her. I feel like she's not on the hardcore calendar a lot for like arms and leg days. So then I just like don't get to take her a lot, but she's always a really good instructor and always has like really good hard classes. So 2 thumbs up for the Wednesday voting. It is now Thursday and I put up 2 polls yesterday to determine what I'm going to do today. Today is definitely like a strength and cardio day. So for the options for strength, I said arm day, leg day, or the 30-minute HIIT class by Daniel McKenna, because I just low-key want to take that one and it wasn't voted for before. But you guys didn't vote for it again, so I'm just gonna have to take it outside of this video. But you guys actually voted for arm day, which kind of surprised me because it seems like you usually vote for hard things, and I think arm day is like a little bit easier, but no complaints at all. Gotta get the arm gains in. So I am doing the stack from March 22nd. from the hardcore calendar. So it starts off with a 10-minute core strength class by Callie Gullickson from January 29th, 2022. Goes into a 10-minute arms and lights weight class by Olivia Amato from February 4th, 2022. Then goes into a 10-minute chest and back strength class by Chase Tucker from November 30th, 2021, and finishes with a 10-minute arms and shoulders strength Ben Aldis class from February 2nd, 2022. So this is quite the stack. We're going through 4 classes, all 10 minutes each. I actually don't know if I like 2 10-minute classes or a 20-minute class. I feel like when you have a 20-minute class, you can like really get into it, but it's okay. The 10-minute classes go by super quick. And then afterwards, I put up another poll of the 3 rides that people wrote in that were 45 minutes. Figured I would just do a longer ride today. This is kind of a long workout, but you know what? It's Thursday, gonna get like a hard workout in and maybe take it a little bit easier tomorrow. So there were 2 hit and hill rides, one by Camila and one by Tunde. And then the 45-minute all for one ride, which is multiple instructors, and that one won. It's from July 2nd, 2020. So I think they're like on screens, or I don't even know if they're in the studio. It looks like they are, but it's like they're not in the studio together, obviously. So I'm really interested to see like what this is like, because it seems like it would just kind of be a mess. I don't know how there's gonna be like 10 different instructors, but I am curious. So I think it will be probably not like the hardest ride ever, but it should be interesting. So that is what's on the agenda today. After that, I just have a 5-minute cool down ride with Jess, a 5-minute post-ride stretch with Leanne, and that is it. So let's just get right on into this workout. Overall, I would just give this workout like a 5 out of 10. It wasn't the worst thing ever, but I wasn't that impressed. So to start off with the core class, I don't know if I was just lethargic or if it was actually hard. Thinking back, I still don't know. We didn't get a lot of recovery. Basically, it was 1-minute warm up and then 9 1-minute moves. So it like kept moving and switching around, and yeah, not a lot of recovery. But I just felt like it was so hard while I was doing it. I was really struggling to do the moves. And I don't think the moves were like particularly difficult. So I don't know if it's because there was no recovery or if I was just a little slow moving this morning, but I was like not having a good time during the core class today. Then the 10-minute arms and light weights class with Olivia was fine. We repeated the same circuit for the first 6 minutes, and that circuit was like not that hard. But then the last 4 minutes, we did a lot of like over the head presses, and those always get me. My arms were burning by the end of it. Went into the 10-minute chest and back strength class, and we just did 1 circuit the entire time. And that was also true for the 10-minute arms and shoulder strength class. And both of those were fine by Chase and Ben, but I just felt like I'd rather have a 20-minute class. I don't always feel this way, but in these 2 10-minute classes, I just felt like too much of it was warm up, and like I'm already warm because I've already been doing strength. So I just felt like it didn't flow together as nicely, which I'm surprised because I usually don't feel that way about hardcore stacks, but this stack I just wasn't a huge fan of. And then hopped on the bike for the 45-minute all for one ride. It's basically what I expected, a very easy ride obviously, and essentially each instructor got like 1 song and then they'd like transition it to the next instructor. First off, I'm just nosy, so I'd be curious how they decided like which instructors would be in this, because obviously not all the instructors were. Also, I feel like it really highlighted how poor the camera quality is for UK versus USA. I think it has gotten better over time, but man, when you saw like Ben and Hannah Frankson, it was so bad. Also, Olivia Amato's like filming was really not good either, but all the other US instructors were good. It was like very interesting to see the difference in the camera qualities. Overall, I think it's an interesting idea, but I just feel like it was kind of boring. Like, it moved fairly quickly because you kept getting new instructors, but it would have been cool if the instructors were like more themselves during it. I feel like they didn't show their personality a lot, but they also only had 1 song, and you don't want it to be like crazy and chaotic either. So I don't really know like what the solution would have been there, but I just felt like it was not cohesive, obviously, and then like the instructors weren't that hyped up during it, in my opinion. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend. I like the idea because it'd be like really nice if a new person would take the class and they could be introduced to like a bunch of different instructors at once. But I just feel like only one song with the instructor, like you don't know anything about them. So kind of a throwaway class for me. It wasn't the worst, but I don't think that I would recommend. And then I did my cool down and my stretch, and that was the workout. Definitely a little bit chiller on the bike today, which was actually kind of nice because yesterday was hard. So I think tomorrow is going to be a full cardio day, but you know, we'll see what polls I put together this afternoon. It is now Friday, and y'all know how I feel about Fridays. I love them. So very excited for the weekend. I also had a Starbucks coffee this morning, so I'm a little bit hyper, ready to get right on into this workout. I had my 2 pulls up yesterday. I thought today would be a full cardio day just because I've been like a little heavy on strength this week. And then I also need my workout to be a little quicker than normal because I have an early meeting. So the first pull was a running pull because I want to do another tread class. Got lots of write-ins for tread classes. So the options were the 2-for-1 block party run by Jess and Adrian, a tempo run by Susie Chan, and then another, I believe, hit run by Jermaine Johnson, and the 2-for-1 block party run won. I kind of figured it would. I've actually already taken this run, but I took it outside in Hawaii. So I'd love to take it on a tread. Honestly, I took it already like a month and a half ago, and this is going to sound bad, but I don't really remember it that much. I remember enjoying it at the time and that like they had good chemistry. I generally like the 2-for-1 content. I just did an entire video on 2-for-1 rides, so I'm excited to take that. And then the second pull was for a ride, and I had a Sweat Steady ride by Jess, a hip hop ride by Emma, and a Hit and Hills ride by Ben, and y'all chose the Sweat Steady, which no complaints there. I do enjoy the Sweat Steady ride. The Sweat Steady ride plus the run is definitely going to be like a hard cardio workout, but you know, I'm here for it. It's going to be good. And I actually thought a lot about like which one I wanted to do first, because basically, I think if I do the ride first, I'm going to be tired for the run. But I think if I do the run first, I'm like not going to even be able to do the ride. Running just like absolutely kills me. So the plan is to do the Sweat Steady ride by Jess King from March 17th, 2022. And then I'm going to pop on over to the treadmill, do the 30-minute Black History Month block party 2-for-1 ride by Adrian Jess from February 5th, 2022. And then I'll probably just do like a little bit of cool down on the tread by myself. I feel like I haven't gotten into cool down tread classes yet. I can just kind of walk it out for like 5 minutes, do some stretches, and be on my way. So with that, let's just get right on into the last chosen workout. That Sweat Steady ride was killer. I don't know if I was like more hyper from the coffee, so I just went super hard, or if it was a little harder than normal, but I was just completely sweating buckets, like really going at it. I got a very high output. Now this bike in my apartment building definitely has higher output than other bikes I've been on, but it was still very high. It was my highest output since I've been here. And yeah, I was just like really going at it. The heart rate was super high. Jess said she had just come back from vacation, so like she was also going at it. She was sweating quite a bit, which, you know, I like when the instructors like do the workout with you. I find it motivational. You could tell that she was really, you know, going at it as well. But I will say that Jess sweats a lot nicer than I sweat. She was looking good even though she was sweaty. So that was super great, really gave it my all. And then I was very tired, but I'm like, you know what, I can get on this tread. And the block party was so much fun. Like it was just the perfect class where I still got in really good cardio. It was still a great workout, but it was like more relaxed, more fun. Obviously, Adrian and Jess have great chemistry, super fun class. I liked that there was like a range of things to do compared to like when I took it outdoors, I just run. And even when I am running to outdoor classes, I don't pay attention that much because I'm just kind of like dying the whole time. But this one was nice. There was a recovery in like each song. So you walked for the first 30 seconds of each song, which was nice. And then we had hills, we had sprints, just like a good overall running class. Every time I take a running class, I'm always like, damn, I want a Peloton tread now. But I don't think that's in the cards for the future anytime soon. But I really do enjoy their tread classes. And obviously, like, I love the cycling, but I also think the tread is a really great class offering they have. So overall, a really, really great cardio day. And that's a wrap on my followers choosing my workouts for the week. Thank you so much for everyone who wrote in suggestions. That was super, super helpful, and also voted in the polls. I wasn't sure like how much interaction I would get, but I got a lot, which makes it a lot more fun when there's like a ton of people voting and stuff. So make sure that you're following me at Emma_cycle. I definitely want to do this again in the future. I think it was a really fun video, and it really got me like more on my Instagram. I always do try to post more over there. So that is it for this video. Let me know if I took any of your favorite rides or runs this week, or if you're sad that I didn't get to take something that you recommended. I'll definitely consider taking it in the future. I hope you guys are staying safe, having an awesome week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!